What's up, Trojans? Losing was the new winning for the Giants this season. So, of course, the Giants had a real loss today by winning. That's right, the Giants beat the Colts. Shocker to me. The Colts had an outside shot at the playoffs. They just had to win out and have a few other things happen, and the Colts could have made the playoffs, but the Giants ended up beating them. The Colts were playing like a pretty good team all year. The Giants were not. It seemed like an easy win for the Colts. Should have been at least. But no, they lose 45-33 in a historic performance from this New York Giants offense. Not since Eli Manning in his best performances have we seen this from a New York Giants offense. And I can't even recall the last time the Giants put 45 points up on the board. Maybe one game with Eli Manning. I think there was one against the Saints that was wild. I don't know if it was even quite 45 points, though. Just absolutely insane performance by the New York Giants in this one. And Drew Lock didn't even have to do anything that crazy. He made great throws. He was a solid quarterback. He earned his high passer rating. I don't know if it ended up perfect or not, but he had a perfect passer rating most of the game. And he was great, but at the wrong time. Like, where was this from any Giants quarterback, any Giants offensive line, and these Giants wide receivers earlier in the year when the season was still on the line? The Giants could have had a decent season this year if a performance like this was put up earlier in the season. But no, it's put up at this point in the year where losing was actually winning. So what do the Giants do? They win. They put up this amazing offensive performance and lose overall because now the Giants aren't going to get the first overall pick. There's worse teams than the Giants now, as crazy as that sounds to me. The Raiders gave us a gift, and the Giants threw it away. The Raiders actually won a game last week as the Giants lost to the Falcons. Giants had the first overall pick. It was going to write itself. The Giants go in with their first overall pick, and they get either Sanders or Ward. I would have preferred Ward. But if they got Sanders, I would not have been upset either. This either guy, I think, could be a franchise-changing quarterback that could come in and revitalize the entire New York Giants team and put together a decent season for the team as early as next season. But now, with what looks to be either the 4th or 5th overall pick, that's not likely. The Giants are going to have to trade up or maneuver something to get even one of those guys, and it might not even be able to be the guy of their choice anymore. Just from winning this one game. And the defense. I've been defending the Giants' defense all season, and the defense was really looking out for the team today because they allowed 33 points from the Colts. And to be extremely fair to the Colts offense was really good today. Really good. A lot of amazing catches had to be made from great throws by Joe Flacco to put up those 33 points. Props to the Colts offense. They were wonderful today. And the Giants defense could not keep up. The Giants defense was trying to keep the Giants in this game, except for the 2 interceptions. And that's the other insane thing. The Giants have barely been able to get a single turnover all year. But in this game, a game where the entire real season of getting a first overall draft pick is on the line, they get 2 interceptions that help out the offense. 45 points from the New York Giants offense. Historic performance. Every single wide receiver going insane. Malik Nabers especially. Drew Lock making great passes. Malik Nabers making even more insane catches than he's made all year. And Tyrone Tracy doing his thing, putting up a lot of rushing yards, having some very good runs. And it was the weirdest thing watching this game because I come into this game still a Giants fan, like still rooting for the Giants because I would like to see a good performance by the team that ultimately results in a loss. So some of the first touchdowns happen. I'm cheering. I'm excited. Wow, this awesome play by Malik Nabers. This great run by Tyrone Tracy has set that up. Giants are up 3-7 early. It's looking great. They miss a field goal. I'm laughing. Then the Giants get another touchdown. I'm like, all right, we don't want to be ahead like this. And then so many other great plays from the Giants happen. Like, I think what really did it for me was actually yelling at the Colts to tackle Smith-Marsette on that special teams kickoff touchdown return. because it just really cemented the Giants' victory right then and there. And the Colts, they did their best. They came out playing great offense in the second half, really kept it close until the very end when the Giants ended up just too far ahead for them to overcome. And as I was saying before, the defense really tried their best in this game, and the defense has not been good lately. Been defending the defense all season, and they just have not been good. They've been allowing way too many points for a Giants defense. And it's been fine because, the Giants really just need that first overall draft pick. But now the Giants have won a game, it really puts things into perspective. It's like the defense actually can't play defense, because I guess they can't this year. And I think it's Dexter Lawrence. I think the loss of him has really hindered this defense, because when he was in there beginning of the season, when this team was 2-3, the defense was not to blame. I have so many videos where I'm like, defense played great today on this season. It's like, oh, why couldn't the offense have just done more? Why could the offense not have even hit 20 points? A Giants defense was being a Giants defense, and the Giants offense needed to come through for the team. And that was most of the game this year. That's most of the games this year. The defense was good, and the offense needed to score more points. Until lately. A lot more of the recent games, the defense has been letting up like 30 points, and the offense was just the offense. Well, this was a game where the defense let up a ton of points, and the offense somehow overcame that for the win. 45 points. That's not an easy feat to achieve as an NFL offense. And Drew Lock was great today. Malik Nabers was wonderful today. The Giants' offensive line held strong, and it was a great performance overall. It's a shame that it happened at this point in the year and not week 6. Because if the Giants were 3-3, there was a season to be had. But that's Drew Lock and not Daniel Jones, I guess. I don't really know what to say on this one, because it's just so weird to see it all come together for the Giants in this game of all games. And yeah, the Colts defense was not good. They missed so many tackles. The Colts defense looked like the Giants defense at their worst, but all game, it felt like, because Drew Lock would make a pretty solid throw, and maybe someone like Wandale or Malik would just have like a normal catch, but like tackles would be missed, and then just boom, touchdown. The one to Darius Slayton, very reminiscent of that. Like, he should have been tackled, but he wasn't. Several touchdowns from Malik Nabers, it felt like, should have been tackled, but he wasn't. Drew Lock went on his touchdown, should have been tackled, but he wasn't. And if these guys are tackled there, it's still like a first down. It's still a good play. But the only reason it elevated the level of a touchdown was because the Colts defense didn't do what they should have been doing. And as I said before, that is the reverse for the Colts offense. The Giants defense was actually covering these guys and playing their roles, and the Colts offense was just that good. But the Giants defense just wasn't good either. Like, you can't just let this stuff happen as a defense. 33 points, I mean, there's just no excuse for that as a defense. Like, you didn't play well. And that's where we're at this season. The Giants find every single way to be bad, even by winning. Even in winning, the Giants can lose. This win was really a loss for the team. 3-14, or hopefully not 4-13 on the year. That's just not what the Giants need to come out of this season. The Giants either need a playoff appearance or that first overall draft pick. Anything in between, in my opinion, is just a loss on the year. So yeah, early in the season, I was like, all right, look, get this playoff spot, contend. Looking good. Even as the Giants started to lose some games, I thought having an outside shot at the playoffs late in the year, contending, would have been good for the morale of this team. Could have come back next season, even without Daniel Jones, and just had a better quarterback sub in. Jameis Winston's a name that has been thrown around. I like Jameis Winston a lot. If the Giants got him in here to be the starting quarterback on a slightly better season, I would have been all here for it. But with where this team is at right now, they need a new guy. They need a guy. They need the guy Sorry, not just a guy. They need the guy to come in and fix everything at that quarterback position. And if Drew Lock wants to have a game like this every week, he is more than welcome to take the role. But based on Drew Lock's other starts as an NFL quarterback, that just doesn't seem likely. I don't know where this came from today out of him, but that's just not him normally. Absolutely amazing performance on his part. It's just unfortunate that it cost the Giants that first overall draft pick. I'm actually upset about this. I was genuinely rooting for the Colts in the second half of this game because I wanted the Giants to have that first overall draft pick. It just so wild to me that that was a situation that really occurred. Even in the other games, I was rooting for the Giants all the way through because they were down. I'm like, well, no, close the gap, come on. I'd like to see this team do something, and they just didn't. But in this game, team performs great on offense. Defense has been doing what the defense has done lately, and they win. Not what I wanted to see. Not when the results are this catastrophic for the draft pick of the New York Giants. Hopefully, it can still work out. Losing next week to the Eagles and then making a trade-up happen or praying that the teams in front of us don't take a quarterback, well, that's what the Giants have to hope for at this point. See you guys in the next one.